I'm tracking the latest details on the storm that's moving in late this week. It's starting off in the Gulf Coast, Midwest. We're going to have this storm consolidate and transfer its energy to the East Coast. Storm over the Midwest is going to push east, and as it does so, it's going to deepen and strengthen on the weather highway. So it's going to pull in moisture, and we're going to get a good helping of rain. More than 1 inch for most spots, and as we get through Friday and Saturday, it's a slow moving storm, so we'll get additional precip. It's breezy for a northwest wind today. Significant storm comes after a dry, late Tuesday into Wednesday. So Thursday and Thursday night is where we'll get that bulk of the precip, generally around 1 inch most spots, and up to 2 as we get into Friday and Saturday, where it's going to linger. Here it is on the next 10 days in the forecast. That's Thursday, Friday, into a part of Saturday. So the start of the weekend, we'll have that moisture sticking around. Snow in the mountains on the backside, but really this is going to be mostly a storm that's going to be wet and not white. So you're talking about rainfall and not that much snow except the presidential range and the upslope regions on the western mountains. And as we get for the coast, we're making a run for 60 today. Again, warm, but then we cool off just a bit, especially cooler next week as we get into Thanksgiving. And right now there's a opportunity for a storm coming in around Thanksgiving, but we'll do one storm at a time. Weather pattern change is happening as we get this storm to finally blow up. It's not going to be a storm that runs into a wall of high pressure like all the last several storms have, so it's going to strengthen over us, and we're going to get that storm. Here it is on Futurecast. A lot of green, not a lot of blue, so that means mostly rain, but there will be some mountain snow on the backside, although the most rain from this storm is going to be, I expect to be in the foothills, where you get that rainfall to be orographically lifted and kind of just squeezed out. So that's where I see the biggest opportunity for rainfall here. It's going to be right in those foothills, the western mountains, back towards the presidential range. And then as we get and linger in the storm into Friday and Saturday, there's some additional rain on the backside, but never as much as the front side of these type of storms. Lots of sun outside of the mountains today, and then some afternoon clouds. It's going to be breezy, northwest wind around 10 to 20, sunny for the coast. Mountains 42, coast 57, typically 44 this time of the year is the high, but I mean, these temperatures are really quite mild for this time of the year. I'd call it warm, especially without a breeze coming off the ocean. Northwest wind increases today. Middle of the day is where you'll have the atmosphere mix up. It'll be breeziest, and the fire danger still exists, although it's not as high as it has been in recent days. For the mariners, small craft is up, seas generally around 2 feet. As you have that pressure gradient, you'll have obviously the wind gusting around 27 knots for down east. Thank you for watching Jason Nappy Weather, an update on the storm coming up in just a few hours.